And welcome back, everyone, to Who Would Win? Coming to us from Generator Rex Tiki Toby, we have Who Would Win in a Fight? Captain Jack Sparrow versus, I don't know what Jeff the Killer sounds like from Greeny Basta. Done Jeff a couple times. Long and short of it, he's mostly just an insane serial killer. A few things he does have going over for him over the average human is that he has above average strength, some level of supernatural strength. He's good with a blade. He's very quick, very stealthy, also very intelligent, and claimed to be very charming. Now, I believe it's not Jeff the Killer, but the other character, Tiki Toby, who's got like a pain insensitivity. So, because I looked into this again, I always got to remind myself when it comes to the creepypasta characters, at least everyone who's not Slender Man. I'm pretty sure it's Tiki Toby who's got pain insensitivity, not Jeff the Killer. Jeff the Killer's just insane. I mean, yeah, he's still dangerous. He's still stronger than the average person to some varying degree, and he's still very dangerous. He's just not like an end-all, be-all threat level. Jack Sparrow is a Jack Sparrow, Captain Jack Sparrow. He was a pirate. Actually, technically, his origin has kind of changed here and there. The one that most people go with is that he was on a pirate ship. He was and it went down. He made a deal with Davy Jones to resurrect the ship. Was captain for 13 years, but only captain for 2 because he got mutinied by. And then, made his deal with Davy Jones. When he resurrected the ship, the sails were black, hence the Black Pearl. He also is known to be a good guy in the general sense because he did actually release slaves. People aren't cargo, mate. That whole debacle. But we're looking at him from a combat sense. And from a combat sense, he's a fairly skilled swordsman. And in fact, his drunk, staggered mentality. His drunk, staggered equilibrium. I'm trying to say that word. Equilibrium. Kind of gives him an advantage because he's very off balance, which puts his opponent off balance, which gives him a bit of a swagger in his strikes. He's also obviously carries a one-shot pistol on him a lot of the time, which he's no longer bound by that rule of saving it for Barbossa since the first film. It's not like he's a hand-to-hand fighter in the like fisticuffs. Yeah, he can throw a punch, but anyone can throw a punch. Really, what saves Jack's ass more times than not is his insane luck. This man is just rolling nat 20s on his luck and charisma most of the time. Of course, then again, his charisma usually doesn't do much except prolong whatever pain he's about to be enduring. But the man just seems to be born with a silver spoon up his ass, pretty much. He's just got a rabbit's foot tied around his neck under a full moon with a bunch of lucky horseshoes strapped to his nads. Like, the man just always seems to come out on top in the end, even when he's down near his rock bottom in life. Now, that being said, that only gets you so far in an actual fight. Because, again, in terms of physicality and who's the more dangerous individual, I'd actually say it's Jeff. Jeff is just the more, straight-out killer between Jack and him. But can Jeff survive a gunshot? Well, anyone can technically survive a gunshot. All depends where he gets shot. Also, the fact it's a flintlock pistol means he's got one shot, and it's not as lethal as a normal bullet. At least not in the conventional. It doesn't travel as fast. It's literally just a pellet. It's not the actual bullet. So, even though it still does a significant amount of damage, it would still be a kill shot if he hit Jeff in a vital spot, be it the head, heart. Honestly, any shot like in the liver is a bad spot, but that's a spot that you could keep fighting through. You're not going to immediately bleed out. I mean, you'll bleed out, but you know what I mean. It's not going to be like instantaneous. My heart's blown up. I got seconds. My brain dead. It's not going to be one of those. The question, that's really going to be Jack's win con too, if he can win, is the pistol. Because sword to blade, yeah, Jack's got reach, and yeah, he's technically the better trained swordsman, but Jeff is just going to be more aggressive and is going to ignore probably some damage he takes. Not to say he's got pain insensitivity like Tiki Toby does. He's just got insane, he just doesn't care sometimes. He's insane. So, ultimately, I would say the fight would probably break down. Let's say Jeff is snuck aboard the Black Pearl. Jack is say, hey, who are you, mate? And say, name's Jeff. Well, Jeff, I don't know what you're doing here, but you need to go. And of course. And he's just got one of his crewmen. It's like, I'm sorry, mate, but I can't have you killing me, crew. And it's like, that's too bad. And they just kind of go at it. Now, again, like I said, with the sword, what the sword does give Jack is range. And it can keep Jeff at a distance. And because Jeff is still mortal, and he can still be hurt and killed and all that. He just can, again, like a true psychopath, he can ignore pain when he wants to. And so, he's probably getting like cut on the face, like, oh, you son of a, let me in. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna wear your skin like a suit. And so, eventually, he's gonna close the distance, and He's gonna come in on Jack, and Jack's gonna be like, he's probably gonna stab Jack. Jack is probably going to just get in and probably hit him somewhere in this range. Because, again, if we're going to look at this from a probability standpoint, of course Jack's going to win a certain percentage of the times if he gets a headshot or a hard shot. The question is, where's the most likely spot in the most likely scenario Jack's going to hit him with the bullet? And I feel like it's going to be right around the midsection. Now, unfortunately, your heart is right here, roughly speaking. It's not quite center chest. It's a little bit more to your left. So that's where your heart is. Hitting right here in the stomach is bad, because your stomach acid, all stuff in there is going to bleed out. Plus, you're going to be bleeding from there, so it is not good to be shot there in the diaphragm area. That is one of the more guaranteed kill areas if you don't get immediate attention. However, again, being able to resist more pain than average, being a little bit more tolerant, durable, strength and endurance, I do think this will jar Jeff. Because he's probably going to, and he just comes in at Jack, who then probably has to skewer him with the sword quick. That's, I think, going to be the real, because like I said, this pistol really is Jack's win con. But I didn't necessarily say how it was the win con. It doesn't necessarily have to be the kill shot so much as it has to lead towards the kill shot. Because even with a higher pain tolerance, even being insane, even ignoring things, you're still going to feel the pain. You're still going to be stunned. And this will probably cause Jeff to kind of take a couple steps back, assess, like, I've been shot. Oh, in the gut. Oh, that's not good. I'm going to kill you. And then that gives Jack, who would probably be injured at this point, enough time to pull the sword and skewer him. And at that point, even if Jeff gets another stab in, there's no guarantee that stab is going to be, well, granted, in that time in the world, that probably would be a lethal stab, but not necessarily, given the backward crossovers. Doing a crossover here. The point is that is far less lethal there, provided he didn't get like the jugular. He's like getting more like the arm or the shoulder area, the meat there. But that, getting a sword, like, and this is, and Jack's again probably skewering him, that's a kill shot. Like, even if Jeff is still alive for a little bit, it's a kill shot. So it's just, it's like, and, Jack's just kind of, and it kind of just dies with a psychotic grin on his face. And so, well, here's the thing. Jack, if we're talking about who has more humanity, it's Jack by a mile. Jack is the more human of the two. Jeff is certainly far more ruthless and maniacal, all that. But don't mistake that for thinking Jack is, when we're talking about Jack in his like true peak pirate form, don't mistake that as Jack being a pussy. Don't mistake that as him basically just like, which, yeah, he does that. But when Jack goes ruthless, Jack can be ruthless. And he is still a feared pirate for a reason. And he's got a bigger weapon. He's also got two weapons. Jeff, as far as I can tell, usually only has like a knife or a hatchet on him, at best. And one of those weapons, in Jack's favor, is a long-range weapon, which means he could easily try to get a kill shot in from the beginning, but Jack isn't stupid. He'd probably pull the sword first. I think Jack would pull the win out, but this is not a character he'd want to fight, because this is a character that would legitimately, literally and figuratively go for the throat and kill Jack with the earliest opportunity he could muster. So I would probably go with Jack in this fight, but I don't think it's an easy fight for Jack. But I think he would pull the win. This, however, is just my opinion. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.